Hello, everyone, and welcome to Tabor Talk Live. It's like weird weather, very hazy. I was wondering if it's my camera or whatever. But boy, I got something to show you here. Dr. Phil was on Bill Maher's Real Time. People who know me and know that I can't stand Bill Maher. I used to like him. He's completely changed. I wouldn't say he's full mega. He's mega light, the whole thing when meeting with Donald Trump. He's fucking gross and disgusting. I used to watch the other channel too, his where he smokes pot and drinks on. I forget what that show is, but he thinks he's cool. He's like, what is he, 68 years old or something like that? Maybe even closer to 70. And, he acts like a frat boy and he thinks he's cool. And like, dude, you're a ridiculous guy. He thinks he's a ladies' man, too. Like, dude, you're fucking 70 and you're fucking ugly, man. You're ugly and gross and you're not getting laid, whatever. And if you are, you're paying for it. So anyway. Dr. Phil is a disgusting, horrible, big, fat, ugly slob, fake doctor. Dr. Phil, that's all fraudulent, right? And here's a clip here I'll show you in a minute. But this is a good one from Bill Maher. I'm giving credit here. And he said, like, why are you going on these raids, dude? Like, your whole thing is supposed to be like a compassionate, empathic person, right? You're a psychologist, like dealing with people, with families and all this domestic stuff, problems, and trying to bring families together. And here you are, he's trying to tear them apart because he's a disgusting fraud. You're an ugly, bald fuck. You're fucking gross. And you're a sadistic piece of shit. You're not a psychologist. I never liked this guy. This is all like pop psychology at best. I remember seeing him on Oprah, like all the time, Oprah kind of like, I'm like, what the fuck? This guy's a fucking moron. This guy's a fucking dipshit. All right, let me play this little clip. I'll try to fix the camera too, and then I'll talk.
Phil went on Real Time with Bill Maher. And remember, Dr. Phil has made a turn within the past 2 or 3 years where he's now gone full mask off, conservative Republican MAGA idiot. In fact, he gave a real shitty interview to Trump where he basically did everything but jack him off on camera.
Yep.
So Bill Maher's talking to Dr. Phil here, and he's going to ask him, hey, why are you going on, like, raids with the ICE Gestapo where they round up innocent immigrants and they try to deport them? Like, what are you doing? Trying to, like, normalize that and, like, humanize the ICE Gestapo agents? I mean, it's really disturbing stuff that you have a Dr. Phil, a TV psychologist, participating in what is effectively one of the crimes of the century that we're witnessing. This shit will go down in history as fascist and authoritarian and disgusting as it is. And so here's Bill Maher really grilling Dr. Phil here, and Dr. Phil gets very defensive over this. Let's watch.
Why are you going on these ICE raids? I don't understand that. You're a guy who we know for so many years who has been working to put families together.
What a douchebag.
To bring families who are apart and heal them. And now you're going on raids with people who are literally separating families. Explain that to me.
That's bullshit.
You're cursing Dr.
Separating
Phil.
families?
No. Look, if you arrest somebody that's a citizen that has committed a crime or is DUI with a child in the back seat, do you think they don't separate that family right then, right there?
But that's not what's going on.
Of course they do.
Of
But
course
what
they-
you're talking about...
Of course they do.
I was hearing you in your monologue saying you've got these ICE agents with mask on.
Yes.
Well, let me tell you why they have their mask on.
Because they're committing crimes,
That's
Dr.
right.
Phil. They know what they're doing is criminal, and they don't want in the future to have to face consequences and face justice.
Exactly.
That's the reality. Think about when they're wearing their masks. They're wearing their masks when they're breaking people's windows and dragging them out of their cars and locking them up with no due process, no habeas corpus, no hearing whatsoever, no oversight whatsoever. They're wearing masks, Dr. Phil, when they're waiting outside of immigration courtrooms, and then the judge goes, "You're free to go. Welcome to the country. You're free to go." And then an immigrant walks out, and immediately they have their papers which prove they can stay in the country. They have them in their hand. They get rounded up by the ICE Gestapo thugs and, sent to some holding facility. There's a reason they're covering their face, because they know, hey, I'm directly in contravention of what that judge just said. But Why are they doing it? Because they're getting marching orders from the Nazi Stephen Miller.
Exactly.
And Stephen Miller tells them, what do you... Go after anybody and everybody. Go after grandmas. Go after kids. Go to 7-Elevens. Go to Home Depots. What are you talking about? Go there. Remember, guys, I'm not kidding about this. They literally took the ICE agents whose assignment was go after the human trafficking and the drug cartels, like the high-level investigative stuff. They took those ICE agents, they took them off those cases, said, forget going after the human trafficking. Now you got to go to the Home Depot, too. This is what they did. And here's Dr. Phil gaslighting and lying to everybody's face and pretending, well, they're not, ICE agents aren't doing anything wrong. In fact, he's about to go on this long soliloquy about how ICE agents are actually the victims. How you should feel terrible for the Gestapo. Don't you ever think about the Gestapo's feelings? They're human beings, too.
We actually have legislators who passed laws about immigration and funded those laws to be executed. They actually pay these agents to go out and do this.
Do you
and now
believe
they're
Dr.
doxing them. They're
Phil?
putting their names,
Yes, that's
their
wrong.
pictures, their addresses of their families.
Doxing them? They work for the federal government.
That's right.
They don't have the right to hide
Exactly.
their identities. That's like saying, you just doxed this police officer. No, there is no such thing as doxing a police officer. The police officer, the name has to be public. The face has to be public. They are paid for with our tax money. They are servants of the public. There is no, you're not allowed to hide your identity in a position like that. Are you crazy? Because then what do? You give them impunity. Oh, the police officer doesn't have to show his face. His name doesn't have to be on record. Well, and then you give them all that power, all that authority, and no accountability, and then they're going to bust people's ass and not worry about the consequences. That's exactly what's happening with these ICE agents, and he's whining
I know.
that their names are on the record. Are you kidding me? So you literally, Dr. Phil, want secret police.
Exactly.
That's what you want. Man, these people
Secret
are so
police,
authoritarian.
exactly.
Holy shit. And even Marr chimed in and said, yeah, that's wrong. No, there's not wrong.
It's not wrong.
There is no doxing of federal agents. They're federal agents. Their names should be public.
Exactly.
Oh, my God.
On the internet, they're putting them on telephone poles. So, of course, they're wearing masks so they don't get outed.
Yeah.
So people can do violence against their families.
Oh, my God. Now you're worried about violence against innocent families. Now you are. That's the whole point of the conversation,
Right.
Phil,
Exactly.
is that everybody's pissed off that the ICE Gestapo thugs are going after innocent families, breaking up those families, rounding up innocent people, sending them to a fucking gulag concentration camp in El Salvador, sending them to Guantanamo Bay, sending them to Alligator Auschwitz, where there's torture going on a regular basis, mind you. Why is it, Dr. Phil, that you have no problem seeing the humanity in the ICE agents, but suddenly when it comes to the immigrants, no humanity left?
Exactly. That was great, by the way. Kyle Kulinski has been on fire. He's like almost at 2 million subscribers, so good for him. Dr. Phil is a disgusting, horrible person, an ugly, bald, fucking phony Dr. Phil. I remember when he first came on to see my sister, actually, like, my dopey sister, like, this Dr. Phil, he's a psychologist. I'm like, what, this fucking guy? Oh my God. He is a horrible, horrible person. And from what I'm hearing, like, he's like bankrupt. All his shows, like, everyone sees, like, first of all, everyone knew he was a fucking phony and a fraud, a fake phony fraud, but you're also a sadistic fucking Nazi on top of that. And you're an ugly bald fuck too. So, all right, that was fantastic. More to come. I'm going to try to get these daily videos out. I know I've been a little lax of late. But make sure, you like and subscribe. It helps with the algorithm. I'm going to try to have guests on, too. And we'll take it from there. So we're gonna get through this thing. I'll be talking about what's happening in Washington with the homeless people. Stephen, again, the fucking horrible Stephen Miller and this whole thing. But, okay.